Welcome back to Bike Matters. I'm Roger and today we're looking at the Piaggio One Active. So let's start by talking about the way this scooter looks. A lot of manufacturers tend to radically change up their electric offerings, but Piaggio haven't done that. It's very much in Piaggio's traditional style. It reminds me a lot of the Zip, in fact, but that's a good thing for me. When you're purchasing a Piaggio, you want it to look like a Piaggio. It's got this lovely Italian vibe to it. Everything looks very polished, very grown up and sophisticated. I'm a big fan of this look. When it comes to technology, we've got a 2 kilowatt electric motor and we've got a 2.3 kilowatt hour battery. The battery's housed underneath the seat. It weighs 15 kilos, but even with a chunky battery in there, it still only weighs 94 kilos total, so it's a very lightweight machine. Now there's 3 ride modes. We have sport mode, eco mode, and also a reverse mode. So Piaggio claim you'll get around 40 miles battery life when you're riding it in sport mode and around 50 in eco mode. Now, eco mode will limit you to just an 18 mile an hour top speed. So if you're like me, you're going to spend most of your time in the sport mode, which has a 38 mile an hour top speed. But actually, going downhill, I did manage to get 43 out of it. Having said that, going uphill, it can be a little bit of a struggle. Now, that's not a criticism of this particular Piaggio. In fact, every electric scooter I've ridden has had similar issues. It's just part of the electric makeup. They struggle a little bit going uphill, but overall, the acceleration is pretty good. Not the highest top speed in the world, but they get there pretty fast. This thing will zip to around 32 miles an hour, and then things start to slow down a bit, but you can get it up to that 40 mile an hour mark and do very well in those kinds of areas. Now, one thing you can do, you can change the modes on the fly. So this is where I can see the eco mode perhaps being useful. You simply press the mode button here, which is on the right handle. It will highlight either the sport mode or the eco mode. This is while you're riding, and just hold it down for a few seconds and it will switch over seamlessly. So if you do find yourself coming into an area of slow moving traffic, you can just switch to eco mode on the fly to save a little bit of energy and then switch back when you come out on the other side. And speaking of saving energy, there's another little bit of technology here. They call it the KERS, which is the Kinetic Energy Recovery System. Basically what it means is that whenever you ease off the throttle and start slowing, it will actually put charge back into the engine. So all these things are geared towards extending the battery life as much as possible. Now, with that said, if you're going to be riding this and pinning the throttle, which you probably will be on this to get it going, it's unlikely you're going to hit that 40 miles. We reckon it's more like around 30 to 35 miles. So that's something to bear in mind. So the final ride mode is the reverse mode, which I mentioned earlier. But I'm not sure entirely how useful it is either. And the reason being, at standstill, you have to have the brake held down. It just means that when you want to engage the reverse mode, you need to hold the brake, hold the button down. It takes about 5 or 6 seconds to engage it. Then you'll reverse a little bit. Then when you want to go forwards, you need to go back into your ride mode, either sport or eco, and do the same thing again. Brake, hold it down. And I feel like because this scooter is so lightweight, it's only 94 kilos, it is effortless to maneuver. So I found myself, when I did need to maneuver it and turn it around, it was simply quicker and easier to just do it the old-fashioned way, manually. So the reverse mode is there. I'm not sure how much usage you'll get out of it. So how does the Piaggio One Active actually feel to ride? Well, we've got a very basic suspension setup here. We don't have the full spec on Piaggio's website, but I can see we've got a single fork up front and a dual shock on the rear. It's clearly designed as a little town runaround. You're going to ride it in the urban areas, you're going to nip to the shops, you're going to do small commutes. You're not going to push this scooter and go on huge commutes, or you're certainly not going to go touring or anything like that. So for the demands that are put on it, it's perfectly adequate. We rode it on some bumpy back roads, we rode it on some smoother inner town roads, and it felt pretty good and pretty comfy. The seat is nice and spacious, that all adds to the comfort, but I will say it's a 770mm height, which on paper sounds quite low, but because it's so wide, you end up with your legs splayed out a little bit. And then I'm average height, I'm 5'10", and I could just about flat foot it. So if you are a shorter rider, just something to think about how comfortable it's going to be and whether or not you're going to be able to flat foot this. When it comes to the brakes, we've got 175mm discs on the front and the back. It's relatively small, but actually the brakes are one of the standout features here. I've ridden some comparable low capacity electric scooters and you really have to crunch down on the brakes to get anything to happen, and that's not the case here with the One Active. All it needs is a little squeeze and it will bring you to a halt nice and swiftly, very confidence inspiring. In fact, if you're used to crunching down those brakes, there's no ABS here, it's a combined braking system. So if you crunch down on that rear brake, it can actually lock the back wheel quite easily. So all it needs is a little squeeze and it's going to stop you nice and swiftly. And I was very impressed with the brakes here. Now, one of the selling points here for Piaggio is the amount of storage space this scooter has. Most of its direct rivals, because of the way the battery is positioned underneath the seat, have very little storage space, whereas the One Active, according to Piaggio, can actually fit a full-sized helmet under the seat. Now, if that is the case, that's going to be an open-face helmet, because we tried to fit our full closed-face helmet underneath the seat and it wouldn't quite shut, so something to bear in mind there. Having said that, it certainly has more space than most of its rivals, which is a nice feature. Usually, because the battery is spaced under this seat, you have almost no storage space at all, so just having a little bit here is a big plus. You also have a luggage hook on the front. We've got a USB port here with a nice convenient rubber coating, and it has a keyless ignition system. Now, with the keyless ignition, it's pretty basic. You need the fob, click the button to unlock it, and then you just turn this dial here to bring it to life. But there's no kind of grace period of any kind, so if you find yourself wanting to switch this back off, every time you'll have to bring the fob back out and click it. So in that regard, you might as well just put a key in and turn it. However, it does mean that as soon as it's started up, you can put the key in your pocket, so I guess one of the benefits is you're not going to leave the key in the ignition ever. Now finally, one of my favourite features on this scooter is actually the dash. It's pretty large for a scooter of this size. It's 5.5 inches LCD. The speedo is nice and big. You can see it really easy with a quick glance down. The battery charge is a little bar underneath the speedo which shows you the percentage, so you know exactly where you're at. And it's also got a twilight sensor, so it can detect the amount of light in your environment and it will adjust the screen accordingly to make sure that there's always the optimal amount of clarity on it. So it actually works. When you bring it indoors, you can see it crystal clear, and when I was outside with the sun beaming down on it, there was no glare or anything like that. It was still crystal clear. So I'm a big fan of this screen. It gets the job done very well. The price of one of these brand new is £2,500. And I think that's actually quite a big step in the right direction here, because historically, electric vehicles have been a little bit on the steep side for me when it comes to prices, when you compare them to their combustion engine counterparts. The government have stepped in. They are subsidising the initial purchase price of some of these electric vehicles now, so we are taking into account the government grant. So at £2,500, it's actually very reasonable. When you think that Piaggio's Zip, which is a similar petrol-based alternative, it's not quite as powerful as this, but similar, it's £2,150, so you're only really talking 350 quid more for one of these. And when you take into account that there's less moving parts, less fluids, so the maintenance costs are going to be lower, you also don't have to buy fuel, which, let's face it, is not the cheapest thing in the world right now. I think within a very short amount of time after the initial purchase price, you will be saving money on one of these. So that's a big plus here. It's not just eco-friendly, it's economical as well. Now to summarise, I think Piaggio have done a pretty good job here with the One Active. It fits very nicely into this category. There aren't many scooters that are low capacity and electric which have this very distinct Italian style. I think it looks great. We've got it here in Forever White, but there's 5 other colours, so you can take your pick. For me, I like the white, but it's up to you. The only problem here is going to be the top speed, but that is something that is just normal for this category, 38 miles an hour, so it depends what you want it for. If you want to be moving onto those faster roads, this isn't going to be for you, but if you've got a CBT, if you're 17 and older, you can jump on one of these, you can nip to the shops, you can ride around town, you can do short range commuting, and this will do it very well. And most importantly, at £2,500, with all the economical benefits that electric scooters bring with them, it's pretty cheap too. So overall, I'm impressed. I think it's going to make a very good addition to the category. Let me know what you think. Tell us down in the comments. What do you think of the Piaggio One Active? All right, thanks for watching, guys. Let us know, what do you think about the Piaggio One Active? What do you think about low capacity electric scooters in general? Let us know in the comments. If you found this video at all entertaining or useful, do us a favor and hit the thumbs up button. We've got plenty more videos on the channel, plenty more videos on the way, so hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, and you won't miss another video. Thanks guys, I'll see you in the next one.